He was old, but
Keep the music playing.
From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez. With the cold weather ramping up, schools are keeping a close eye on flu and RSV cases. Dr. Tim Martindale says his staff is prepared to see an increase in those numbers, adding that they're seeing more flu cases compared to the previous years. According to the CDC, there are more H3N2 strains reported, which is type A flu. Martindale says it's more aggressive with more severe symptoms. He advises that you take every precaution to build your immune system. Now, as for the school districts, they're following the states and also the local health department's lead for cleaning, reporting, prevention, and also exclusion protocols. Meanwhile, Whitney ISD says it's considering a 4-day school week next school year. The district presented a proposal earlier this week to address ongoing teacher recruitment and retention challenges. Mondays would be the designated day off. From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez.
Waking up this morning across central Texas, temperatures are in the low to mid 40s. You might be dodging just a few raindrops as you head out the door, especially west of the I-35 corridor. But otherwise, it's going to be warm and cloudy as we head into the afternoon. We're going to get into the mid to upper 60s ahead of the strong Arctic cold front that will make its way in on early Saturday morning and bring a slew of changes over the coming days. The chance for snow heading into early next week, well, might be more possible than initially once thought. From KWTX, I'm First Alert meteorologist C.D. Finley.
hey, good morning. It is Friday, TGIF. I'm Zack, the Zack Owen Show, live from the Texas Music Cafe. Sheriff Parnell McNamara is with me, and we're going to talk right after we kick it off the way we do every morning with our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam? Who the stripes
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
God bless America. Here we are, Friday. My buddy Parnell McNamara, the sheriff of McLennan County. Parnell, great to see you, buddy. How are you?
Hey, great. Good to be here, Zach.
Hey,
Thank you.
I'm thinking that after we get finished that we go out and maybe do some fishing or golfing, because today could be the last day of decent weather for a while.
That's true. I'm ready for it.
Man, I am too. I am too. You, before we jump in and talk about law enforcement, you just got back from Colorado. You said you kind of got a beautiful trip up there, but then you hit some snow.
Absolutely. Every day we were there, it was sunny. We did snowmobiling on Aspen Mountain and just touring around. And the last day, a blizzard came in, and so we were snowed in. Couldn't get across Monarch Pass for a while. So, but anyway, beautiful weather, great trip.
Dadgummit, I had to stay another day, right?
That's right. Two of our daughters live up there in Aspen, so we go up there every chance we get.
That is great. That is great. Well, I'll tell you what, it's great to have you on the show. I know just a couple of 2-3 weeks I came to your office, not because I was in trouble. I want to point that out, but to have a coffee with you and just chit chat. And I was just amazed by the history that you have on display, from guns to knives to spurs to saddles, great pictures, history. And that's kind of what I want to talk about. I want to talk about history and what's happened. When did you actually become the sheriff here in McLennan County? What year was that?
I took over as sheriff in January of 2013.
Oh, so this is anniversary month, January.
Absolutely, it is.
Wow,
And,
that's my birthday month, too.
I just started my 4th term, January 1. So,
wow, that's incredible. And before you were sheriff, you were also been in, how many years you been in law enforcement?
well, actually, I was deputized with U.S. Marshals in October of 1970, right out of Baylor.
Wow.
And so this is 54 years. I've been carrying the badge.
54 years.
And,
That is amazing. And I know you've got some great stories to tell as sheriff, but I bet you got some really good stories to tell when you were a U.S. Marshal, along with your brother, God rest his soul.
Right.
Some crazy
Yeah, we
stories. Well, why don't you just jump into it? And I told Parnell, I said, I don't want to just talk about this and that, what you would see on the news. I want to tell some stories. So tell us a funny story about your days as a U.S. Marshal.
Well, that's kind of a tough one.
There were so many.
Yeah, there were so many crazy ones. And also I've had some pretty crazy ones as sheriff. But, everyone in law enforcement, you see the down and dirty, the worst of the worst, and also the best in people also. But along the way, you have these cases that are funny because some of them haunt you the rest of your life. They're that bad. So I like to reflect on the ones that are kind of funny, that make me laugh and all that. And I was trying to think of one in particular. And this was back in the early 80s when I was with U.S. Marshals. I had 2 daughters, and they were in elementary school. And so my wife and I would take them to Chuck E. Cheese out there in Westview Shopping Center.
Yeah.
And so they kind of got to know the Chuck E. Cheese rat that would go around in his rat suit.
Yeah, the mascot. Yeah.
The mascot, yeah. So anyway, we had to handle all the federal cases that came up on the Fort Hood Reservation. No matter what happened, they were federal. Well, so Waco had 13 counties out of the Waco division that we took care of, which was like a 90-mile radius of Waco.
Right.
And so anyway, this guy wasn't a really bad guy, but he had some kind of infraction. Well, he wrote his fine out to the pigs of the U.S. court. So the U.S. magistrate took offense to that, and he called me in. He said, I am not going to endorse this chick as the pig of the U.S. court. He said, here's a federal warrant. I want you to file a federal warrant on him, go arrest this guy and bring him to Waco and put him in jail. I said, yes, sir. So my brother and I went to Killeen. The guy is leaving his house. He's in his car fixing to drive off. So we jump out and grab him. Well, he happens to be the Chuck E. Cheese rat there in Killeen. So he's in his rat suit,
He's in the
big
suit.
furry rat suit with this 4-foot tail that was coming up. So we grab him and put him in the car. And we bring him to Waco, and I can still remember him sitting in the back seat. I was looking in the rearview mirror, and I said, is this really happening? We got the Chuck E. Cheese here in the back seat. His old tail was, curling around over his head.
Oh, my gosh.
So when we got him to the jail, the jailers thought it was a joke and thought he was bringing them pizza. So they started joking with him, where's the pizza? What are you doing? Where is it? And I said, no, this guy's in custody. Had to arrest him, and they go, yeah, right. And so anyway, we finally convinced them
that he was the bad guy.
Yeah, that he really was under arrest, and put him in jail. So, I told my daughters that day, I thought that they would find it interesting that I had to arrest Chuck E. Cheese. Well, that was a very bad thing, because one of them started crying. And they were really mad at me for arresting their buddy, Chuck E. Cheese. And I had to tell them, I said, no, this is not the Chuck E. Cheese rat that here in Waco. This is a bad rat down there in Killeen. And so one of them says, well, Dad, who are you going to arrest next? Are you going to arrest Winnie the Pooh or the Easter Bunny? Why would you do something like that?
Gosh.
So I realized it was really a very bad thing for me to tell them that. From that point on, I was very careful what I told my little daughters that I was doing out there, because it certainly affected them in a bad way.
Don't take your work home, right?
That's right. That's good advice. I kind of learned the hard way on that.
Oh, my gosh. That is hilarious.
There were some others that were Robert Blossman was one of my partners. He was Secret Service. I'll tell you, this one's kind of funny.
Okay.
We were looking for this guy, and we went in the front door. He ran out the back door and disappeared. And so we go running out the back, and this is over in South Waco, and we don't know which way he went. Well, there were some clothes hanging on the line. And so we're creeping around. He just vanished. And so Robert says, hey, look over there. That sheet has feet. And we look over there, and he's hiding behind a sheet that is hanging on the line, and you can see these 2 tennis shoes sticking out from under the sheet,
bottom.
just about 2 inches. So
Oh, my gosh.
we grab him and kind of wrap him up in that sheet like a burrito supreme, and haul him in that sheet. So
oh, my gosh.
anyway, there's some funny things like that kind of put a little humor, in your job. And I've had some things happen when I was, since I've been sheriff.
Yeah.
And you go to this new sheriff's class, and they tell you, you have to go to it in Austin, that this is a different deal. You're a public figure. The public hires you, basically, and that's exactly what happens. You need to be out there. The first 6 months is going to set the tone of your entire tenure as sheriff.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be out there on the front line. I wanted to try to answer every call with the guys, which I couldn't, but I answered a lot of them. So I get a call one morning from a lady in Golson.
Yeah.
And they said she won't talk to anybody but the sheriff. I said, oh, this has got to be serious.
Mm-hmm.
So I get on the phone. Yes, ma'am. What can I do to help you? Well, I got a real problem. I said, okay. I said, what's your problem? She said, my neighbor's chickens are tearing up my yard. I said, oh dear, that is bad. And I said, well, are they aerating the yard? I said, if they're scratching, tearing up my grass, I said, they're probably aerating it, which helps. And they're eating those grubs that are tearing your yard up too.
And they're pooping and fertilizing.
Exactly. So anyway, I ended up having to go out and shoo the chickens out of the lady's yard. Talk to the neighbor, please keep your chickens, because by law, she can take your chickens and get rid of them if they're in her yard. So anyway, I'm on my way back to the office. Get a call. There's a runaway emu on Highway 6.
Runaway emu.
Yeah, an emu. You're like a bird, like an ostrich.
Yeah.
And so I think, is this really happening? Is this what my job is all about?
be.
You know, is this what I hired on for? So anyway, I turn around, I head toward Highway 6. Well, one of our deputies says, I've located the bird and I'm clocking it at 27 miles an hour. I thought, good Lord. So anyway, I go tearing out there. We got to get on this case really fast. It's
Right.
runaway emu. And so then he says, okay, 10:22, the bird just jumped the fence. So I turn around and go back to the office. I sit there. I said, so far I've had rampaging chickens and a runaway emu. You know, I just sat there trying to absorb all this.
Oh, my
Anyway,
gosh.
and then, you know, you may have the worst of the worst, horrible homicides,
Right.
or child molestations and all that. But you reflect on some of these funny things that happened along the way that you can get a good laugh at. And, but local law enforcement, unlike federal law enforcement, deals with everything.
Oh, yeah.
From the worst down and dirty to the crazy, loose livestock. We deal with loose cattle, loose horses, loose donkeys, loose goats, you know, whatever it takes to protect the public is what we all have to do. And I'm not talking about just the sheriff's office. I'm
Right.
talking about all local law enforcement. Your federal deals with different situations, federal offenses. But anyway, it's our oath is to protect and serve. Every police officer takes that same oath. And so that's to protect our public from criminal elements, disasters, whether, you know, you're going to see local law enforcement out there on the front line helping. And so
Right.
anyway, it's some of it is very amusing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I know you got another funny story I want you to tell here coming up, but also I want to talk a little serious about probably one of the, I don't know, what would be one of the most dangerous guys in your career that you helped bring to justice many years ago. We'll talk about that. So we got a lot of things to talk about. I want to say thanks to The Brew. They provide our coffee each morning. They're located right down just across the street, down the block here on 6th Street. Stop by at The Brew and tell them you're watching the show this morning. But a little bit later on, we got some music for you. Got a busy show, birthdays. We got Today in History, and you never know what's going to happen with Parnell McNamara next to me. So we'll take a short break. We'll be right back to talk more with Zack Owen Live.
Dive into adventure with Scuba.com, your ultimate destination for top-tier scuba and snorkeling gear. With over 20 years of experience, our expert staff, who've dived everywhere from the Galapagos to the Maldives, provides personalized advice to help you find the perfect gear for any underwater journey. Shop leading brands like GoPro, Aqualung, and Scuba Pro. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, trust Scuba.com for the best in diving equipment and expert guidance. Explore now at Scuba.com. That's SCUBA.com. Scuba.com. BizChair.com, your one-stop shop for premium commercial furniture that blends quality with affordability. From ergonomic office chairs to durable restaurant seating, we cater to diverse industries including corporate, medical, hospitality, and education. With over 20 years of experience, we offer fast shipping, exceptional customer support, and furniture solutions that stand up to high-traffic environment. Elevate your space with BizChair's vast selection of stylish, reliable, and cost-effective furniture. Visit us today at BizChair.com to transform your business. Level up your game with Corsair, the global leader in high-performance gear for gamers, content creators, and PC enthusiasts. From award-winning PC components to premium streaming equipment, smart lighting, and esports coaching services, Corsair delivers an ecosystem designed for peak performance. Whether you're a casual gamer or a pro, alleviate your setup with Corsair. Shop now at Corsair.com. That's Corsair.com. Corsair. At Mitzi, we believe the right light can transform any space. Born from a third-generation lighting family, we craft beautifully designed, premium lighting that's made to be affordable. Inspired by Grandma Mitzi's eclectic style, we're on a mission to make high-quality lighting accessible to all. Whether you're updating your space or adding a unique fixture, Mitzi has the perfect design for you. Beautiful, well-made lighting without the high price tag. Discover your perfect light at Mitzi.com. That's MITZI.com. Mitzi. Founded in 1910, Samsonite is the world leader in durable, high-quality luggage and travel accessories. Made to the highest standards, our products won't let you down. We give you the confidence to get out there and explore. Inspired by the past, devoted to the present, and built to inspire a multi-generational future, Samsonite is here to elevate your journey. Travel with Samsonite and pack confidence every step of the way. Shop now at shop.samsonite.com. Samsonite. The grinder mentality that Randy and Brent Habert built into 44 Pro runs deep within our team. Every member shares a passion for the craft, the game, and most importantly, the player. When you step onto the field with a 44 Pro custom glove, you'll feel the difference. It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro. At Angel Bliss, we believe every parent's journey is a beautiful adventure. Our mission is to make it joyful and stress-free with thoughtful, safe, and innovative products. Born from a love for family, we promise peace of mind for parents and comfort for babies. From playtime to bedtime, every Angel Bliss product is designed with care, reliability, and a style to nurture the special bond between parent and child. Angel Bliss, creating happy memories, one baby at a time. Visit us at angelbliss.us. Angel Bliss. Golf Partner, the world's largest golf store network, offers more purchasing opportunities than anywhere else. With a dominant market share and a wider selection of quality secondhand golf clubs than our competitors, we make it easy for you to enjoy the game with affordable, top-quality equipment. Join us at golfpartnerusa.com and discover why we're the trusted choice for golf lovers worldwide. That's golfpartnerusa.com. Golf Partner.
Visit TexasMusicCafe.com for more music, to learn more about this show, and to view the calendar of upcoming live shows online and at Texas Music Cafe.
Visit RogueMediaMusic.com for more music.
Back live, Texas Music Cafe, downtown Waco. Again, thank you to The Brew for being our coffee sponsor. I got my good friend, Sheriff Parnell McNamara. He just started his fourth term as Sheriff of McLennan County. Sheriff, I want you to tell me another story. I want you to tell me the story that you shared with me about a possum. And you don't really have to tell what happened to the possum, but the possum died, and it was an abusive thing to an animal. So you can take it from there and tell us the story.
Yeah, that was kind of known in the police world as a possum caper.
The possum caper.
It happened on the Fort Hood Reservation.
Seems like a lot of stuff.
Base.
What happens?
Yeah. If it was bad, it probably happened on Fort Hood. But anyway, that's why we got involved. This young guy abused a possum really bad. And so the animal rights people were called in, and rightfully so, because you shouldn't abuse any animal no matter what. And so anyway, they got a federal warrant for him. And so U.S. Marshals had to go out and arrest this guy. Well, he was a student at Central Texas College there in Killeen.
Mm-hmm.
So my brother and I go out, and so we get with the security officer there and tell him we have a federal warrant for this guy. And so he thought, man, this is
something big.
Yeah, this is big time, U.S. Marshals coming in. So we're walking down the hall to the classroom where this guy is, and we're trying to low-key it. Well, the security guy is telling everybody, get out of the way, everybody up against the wall, U.S. Marshals coming through. Well, that was kind of embarrassing, so, and he said, what did he do? And I said, well, I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
I wasn't about to tell him in front of everybody
that it was
he abused a possum, So we go get the kid out of class, and I almost felt sorry for him, except he shouldn't have done what he did.
Right.
So anyway, we make this arrest. We take him out, put him in handcuffs, put him in the back of our car coming to Waco. Well, the security guy comes out and he says, hey, Marshal, what did he do? I said, I'll have to get back with you later. And so I never did tell him. This guy abused a possum on the military base.
The possum caper.
The possum caper. And so on the way to Waco, this kid is really mad because his father was head of the law enforcement division at the college.
Oh, man.
And he didn't know that he'd been arrested. he said, "This is some kind of big conspiracy." I said, "Why do you think it's a conspiracy?" He said, "Nobody gets mad about a sorry, low-down possum." And I said, "Well, no matter if it's a possum or what, you can't abuse an animal."
Right.
And that's what you did.
Ugh.
And so anyway, we bring him to jail here in Waco, and we have to give him the crime, when they book him in.
Right.
I said, "Well, he was very unkind to a possum." And they go, "Yeah, right. What was he charged with?" I said, "No, that's really what it is." And
was that before or after the Chuck E. Cheese guy?
that was after Chuck E. Cheese. So it brought Chuck E. Cheese in, and then we bring the guy charged with being ugly to a possum. So anyway, it was kind of a funny thing, but I'm sure the kid has that on his record that he did something really bad to a possum. But
wow, that's a good story.
You think about some of these things, they can kind of make you laugh to get you away from some of the really, really
the bad stuff.
Bad stuff.
And we're going to talk about some of the bad stuff coming up in a minute. But right now, my good friend Nashville Cat, she has all the gossip and information coming out of Nashville. Here, I see your picture over here, Cat, but I actually haven't seen you in a long time. Before we jump into it, how you doing? Everything great with you?
My hair doesn't look as good today as that picture, but otherwise, yeah, pretty good. You can't always have a good hair day.
I don't think your hair is like that anymore.
Well, here's the deal. We were right yesterday. Kenny Chesney is going to have 12 shows at the Sphere in Vegas, May 22nd to June 14th. Tickets go on sale January 31st. And I have to ask, have you been there before?
Yes, I went to the Sphere here a while back, and I didn't watch a concert. It was a movie about the world, and it was about animals. And it was from the elephants of Africa and it was the most incredible. So I go in, and first of all, I got to tell you, when you sit in there, the seating up at the top, when you walk down the deal, it's like you're walking straight down. It's pretty steep.
Okay.
Inside this giant ball, I mean, it's huge.
Yeah.
Well, they have this little portion up on a screen, and you're sitting there going, man, this isn't a big deal. It's not, my movie theater back in Waco is just as big. Well, then the movie starts, and the entire dome from above you, behind you is a screen. And I promise you, you feel like that elephant is walking right into your seat.
And it's behind you too, like everywhere.
It's amazing.
Wow.
You've got to go to the Sphere. I had some friends that went a few weeks ago to see the Eagles there.
Yes.
Said it was great.
Yeah, I know you two played there. I mean, Kenny's just so thrilled. He can't even hardly stand it. Beatles legend Ringo Starr played the Ryman this week, and this spring, Ringo and Friends at the Ryman will be a 2-hour special on CBS.
Wow.
A lot of bluegrass people, but Alison Krauss, I know, is also a part of that. Tim McGraw headlines the first ever all-day, one-night concert at the Field of Dreams in Dyersville, Iowa, August 30th. That is a really cool venue if you haven't been before. It just overlooks the ball field, and it's going to be a neat deal. Finally, it's Keith Urban bobblehead night at the Predators game tomorrow. There's already one for sale on eBay, $99, and it's probably a Preds employee that'll be fired later today. Because they're not
great.
out yet.
Well, Kat, have a great day and have a great weekend. Any big plans this weekend?
Lots of NFL playoff games this weekend. Ooh. Yes.
Yeah,
Go
I'm
Bills. Can I just say?
Packers too.
I know. Now I've moved to the Bills. I've traded, so I'm okay.
All right. Well, have a great weekend. We'll talk again on Monday, Kat.
I'm Nashville Cat on the Zack Owen Show.
Hey, we're back live. Parnell McNamara with me, the sheriff of McLennan County. Many, many years ago, in fact, you could probably give me the date better than I can say it, but you were involved with the McDuff case. And that was, you said this guy was an evil, evil person. Tell everybody who he was and what the circumstance was for our viewers that have no idea. Kenneth McDuff.
Kenneth McDuff was without a doubt the most evil, demonic, dangerous person that we ever came in contact with. And when I say we, I mean all law enforcement. But he grew up here in Central Texas, and his crime spree started when he was in his early 20s. I think maybe when he was 20 in 1965 and 1966. And so he and another guy, Roy Dale Green from Marlin, went to Everman for whatever reason, and they came upon these three little teenagers, all 16 years old, two little boys and their cousin, Marie Sullivan. Robert Brand, another little boy, and Marie Sullivan. Anyway, McDuff pulls a gun on them, puts them in the trunk of the car. They're at a baseball field, just talking. Make a long story short, he takes them out in the country, he and Roy Dale, in their car, gets the girl out of the trunk, and then he shoots both the little boys in the trunk, kills both of them. Then he and Roy Dale Green go out in the country and abuse this beautiful little 16-year-old girl, Marie Sullivan, just horribly, and end up killing her. So 2 days later, the law enforcement, the sheriffs in Falls County and also Robertson County, get together. They realize that McDuff has done this because Roy Dale Green flips out and tells that I was with McDuff. He heard it over the radio. He said, I was with him when he killed those kids. So anyway, they wait for McDuff to come back, and they have a shootout with McDuff. He takes off, and they capture him. That was in August of 1966. So he gets tried. He gets a death sentence, and he's on death row. He gets 2 stays of execution. And then the Supreme Court at that time, that very liberal left-wing Supreme Court, did away with all death sentences all across the country.
Right.
So he got a life sentence. Got commuted to a life sentence. He does 23 years in prison, and then he is paroled out. And it was that time that liberal federal judge, William Wayne Justice, came up with that ruling that they could only have so many people in the prison system. So they got rid of all the minor offenders and all that. So during that investigation, which later we realized that he was back in Waco kidnapping women here. They were disappearing. We were finding them dead. And so we got some warrants for him and started pursuing him. We realized that the prison system had paroled out 67 people off of death row.
Oh my gosh.
The people that killed the 3 Tarrant County deputy sheriffs, a guy named Rene Guzman and one named Leonardo Lopez. They were paroled out. Just killer after killer. Larry Joe Ross that killed the DPS officer. They were all put out on the street along with McDuff. So we had a horrible situation on our hands. So all law enforcement, sheriff's office, U.S. Marshals, everybody started pursuing McDuff. We got a couple of small federal offenses on him, just something that would
nothing to get him,
that would get us involved, get the U.S. Marshals and the government involved. So anyway, the pursuit was on. An unbelievable task force was formed. We had 20 some odd marshals that came into to Waco that were working with all the local law enforcement. So we eventually realized that we couldn't find him. He was not here. We started arresting his buddies. One guy got 5 years federally for having one .22 bullet in his pocket that was one of his buddies. So we even had his friends looking for him so they could get the heat off of them.
Yeah.
So we realized this guy is not here, or we would have found him because every day we were running hard. So I contacted the TV show Unsolved Mysteries. Remember, with Jack Palance, we gave him the McDuff story.
Yep.
We, in the meantime, had gotten a confession from Alva Hank Worley that he was with McDuff when he kidnapped Colleen Reed from the car wash in Austin. And it tortured that poor girl so bad. It would just, it haunts me to this day, some of the things that he did. So then we contacted America's Most Wanted. We were working with John Walsh and that bunch. So we got him put on Unsolved Mysteries on a Wednesday, America's Most Wanted on Friday. On Monday, we got a call from Kansas City Police and U.S. Marshals that they thought they may have McDuff located in Kansas City.
Wow.
Driving a trash truck. So we faxed the fingerprints from here up there. He'd been arrested one time trying to pick up a prostitute, which he would have killed. We know that he killed at least 15 people, probably as many as 20. There's still some girls that are missing. So anyway, we sent the fingerprints there. They called back, said it's him. So then they made the arrest. The U.S. Marshals sent a jet down to Waco and took me and 6 or 8 other officers to Kansas City. And so we interrogated McDuff, and of course he would never admit to anything. And so we brought him back, and as I had to sit by this creep on the way back, and I hate to say it, but we were right by the emergency exit. And I thought, how bad I would like to turn that key and kick him out at 30,000 feet. Let him think about what he did to these people. It takes about 5 minutes to hit the ground at that height.
At that height.
So anyway, but I didn't, of course. So when we got to Waco, the pilot said, Marshall, come up here. You need to see this. Well, there was a huge crowd at the airport out here. And so we had all kind of local law enforcement, federals there to escort him safely to the courthouse. Now we have to protect this low-life creep. So the crowds, they were cursing him. They were threatening him because he had killed their friends. He'd killed their family members. So we get him in the car, bring him. We busted every red light. We had an escort all the way to the federal courthouse. Same thing when we got to the federal courthouse.
They were waiting.
A huge crowd, 150 or 200 people screaming and yelling at him. So my brother and I had to take him behind all the news media and everything to get him in safely. And there's a picture of a marshal holding the crowd back with a machine gun, and we're walking behind him to get him in. So we magistrate him on the federal charge. Then we turn him over to the state, which charged him with a murder, and we backed out of it. And so anyway, later on, 7 years later, he got the death sentence. I testified in 2 of his capital murder cases, Colleen Reed and Melissa Northrup. And he's on death row. 7 years later, we get some information from an informant where some of these girls are buried. So we start recovering the remains of these poor girls that he had tortured and killed. So anyway, he was executed in December of 1998.
Wow.
I witnessed his execution. He never apologized. He never said one thing, never apologized to the family. Most of these killers will at least tell the family they're sorry, or they'll. The chaplain tried to save his soul, which was impossible because he didn't have one.
Yeah.
And he told the chaplain, you take God, and, and so anyway, hopefully, and I'm sure the guy's probably burning in hell as we speak, and rightfully so.
Yes.
But that was one of the worst guys that we ever dealt with. Totally demonic to the very end.
Wow.
Cruel.
Wow. And I know there's quite a few books about that are out that people can read that story. But yeah, I remember that whole episode, and just terrible person, terrible.
Yeah.
Well, Parnell, it's good to have you. And I'm going to kind of shift gears. We're going to take a short break, play a music video that was probably recorded at the Texas Music Cafe. And then we'll come back and talk. We're going to get back to telling some funny stories right after this. And Parnell is going to tell you the bad joke of the day. So stick around as we're doing it live. Zack Owen Show. Good morning.
Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internix. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. Enjoy seamless, fast storage without compromising security. Visit internxt.com today and take control of your digital life. That's internxt.com today.
Find Life as a Song at Instagram, roguemedianetwork.com, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
Elevate your experience with Grenco Science, the leaders in cutting-edge vaporizers. Whether you're at home or on the go, our sleek, powerful devices deliver smooth, consistent hits every time. Quality you can trust, innovation you can feel. Grenco Science, take your vapor game to the next level. Visit us at GrencoScience.com. This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Hey y'all, I'm April. And I'm Caroline. And this is your Bloody Happy Hour. Caroline, are you ready for this? This is your newest guilty pleasure. It's the bloodiest part of your week. Did we say something about it also being happy hour? Show did. Because we're about to be sipping on some murder. Bloody Happy Hour.
At Terrapin Ridge Farms, they believe in the joy of effortless entertaining. Inspired by CEO Mary O'Donnell's mom and her legendary holiday parties, they've crafted a line of gourmet foods that turn any meal into a celebration. From savory jams to mustards, aiolis, and more, their products are made with love, bringing unforgettable flavors to your table. Whether it's a casual get-together or a special occasion, they make it easy to impress. Terrapin Ridge Farms, where great food and great memories come together. Visit them at terrapinridge.com. Terrapin Ridge.
Do you ever have a story that you just can't get out of your head?
One that you play the details of over and over with your friends?
Well, you've come to the right place. I'm Claire.
And I'm Susan.
And this is Justice Pending,
a weekly true crime podcast where we discuss tantalizing crimes with more questions than answers.
Thanks for joining us.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Combine that with OrganicHemp.com's top quality CBD for ultimate balance. Start your healing journey today at GlobalHealing.com and OrganicHemp.com.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, Pete.
Visit TexasMusicCafe.com for more music, to learn more about this show, and to view the calendar of upcoming live shows online and at Texas Music Cafe.
Visit RogueMediaMusic.com for more music.
Like a bug.
Sit alone in my lonely room. Only cigarettes mark the time. Then you walk through my door, got me wanting no more than to be the one to drain your aching mind. Like the falling rain, notes from a piano. Every day a new bouquet of sunshine. When we're in a crowded room, secrets kept between us two. I will never let you go. 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 You're the victory in my garden. You're one with roses raying. say a house can never be a home until two voices fill the air like springtime. Though she's gone, she lets me know. Voice comes on the radio. You're every day the way they write the songs. And they're all coming round saying, where you been? What's been keeping you away this time? Though they try, they can't divide. I see through those little lies, and I will never let you go. 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 You're the victory in my garden. You're one with roses red. Hey. Don't get ya laying in my flower bed. She said I've got to wash the smell of New York out of my head. How's your weekend here? Could you speak a little louder? Honey, have you seen where I put my yellow dress? It's a mess. Gotta run in half an hour. What are you doing out there? I will never let you go. 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 You're the victory in my garden. You're one with roses red. Honey, gonna get ya. You're the victory in my garden. You're one with roses red. Honey, gonna get ya. Laying in my flower bed. Merry, merry, quack country. Merry, merry, quack country. Merry, merry, quack country. How does your garden grow?
Musician Andy Schneider right there. Another classic Texas Music Cafe song for you. Last night, I understand, was a great turnout here for their songwriter jam session. They had a bunch of songwriters up here, Parnell. Every Thursday, they're doing this for the next 3 or 4 weeks. And had about 25, 30 people in the audience watching all these songwriters. So if you're ever looking for something to do on a Thursday evening, what about 6:30, Terry, 7 o'clock?
Yes, sorry, at 7.
Come on up here on a Thursday, Texas Music Cafe on 6th Street. So high today, 65. And then it's the bottom's going to drop out Saturday, I think, afternoon or evening. But there is a 20-30% chance of maybe snow on Tuesday. What do you hear? I know you got to keep up with the weather to keep your deputies in line. What do you hear? You think we'll get any snow on Tuesday?
Well, we're hearing there's a possibility, and so we're just preparing to make sure all of our guys are out on the streets, out on the highways the best we can to cover whatever's going to happen. So,
how many square miles does the sheriff's department cover, you think?
I'm not sure about the square miles.
Square mile, but
it's a lot. It's pretty
and
good
how many
size.
deputies at any given time are out there?
We try to have around 10 patrol deputies, and then, of course, we've got our detectives that are out there also,
Right.
several of those. We've got our SWAT team, our FAST unit, but we've got like 10 patrol deputies, and then you add all those others in an emergency, we bring in a whole lot more officers.
Right. How many officers total would you say the department has? Give or take.
Give or take 100 and some odd. It varies. We have some jailers that are now certified as peace officers. So,
Right.
We have a total over 500 employees, and that counts all of the enforcement, the records, the jailers, and all that, but that are working for the sheriff's office
Right.
is like 514, give or take.
Right.
So
Parnell, do we need more? Do we need more deputies? Do we need more jailers?
we can always use more deputies. We can always use more jailers. We're down 8 or 10 jailers, which is a small number compared to what we were down 2 or 3 years ago. So
Okay.
the jail's doing great. They just passed inspection with the jail commission this week. We're very proud of that. And so things are going very well. We've got a lot of people out there on the street. A lot of our detectives are working hard to solve the crimes.
Before we get into another story, I want you to tell me, I guess, get a little bit serious here, but in your time, your fourth term starting up, what do you feel like so far has been, just pick one thing that you are proud of the most in your time as sheriff? What's the one thing you look back and you go, man, I'm sure glad we as a team did that?
It's hard to pick just one, but I'm going to pick two.
Okay.
When we came in, we had no narcotics unit. They were not investigating drugs. So from day one, we were off and running with a narcotics unit. We were after the drug dealers. Also, human trafficking is a huge accomplishment for the sheriff's office and also the local police departments. When we got into it in 2014, we had no idea what we were dealing with, and it was just overwhelming, the amount of human trafficking and the child molestations that we were dealing with. But I want to shout out to Unbound, which is our partner in the human trafficking. Unbound in the sheriff's office has been overseas. We've been in Mongolia, been in Poland with Unbound, Moldova, Iraq, several other countries. So the fact that they're asking McLennan County to come overseas to other countries to train police speaks volumes for the effort that we have here. And I'm so proud of that.
You know, and I may be totally wrong, you can correct me here. I saw a statistic a while back that said, if you think slavery was big 100 years ago or whatever, slavery is huge across the world still to this date.
It's alive and well. It really is. And we didn't realize it till we got involved in it when one of our detectives came to me and said, what do you think about putting this on the internet, seeing what we can come up with? But there's so many people, young people that are enslaved, whether it's for sex trade or labor or whatever. And you're right, it's alive and well, and it's a sad situation, but law enforcement is addressing it on every level.
Well, I'm going to say something that I've always felt in my, and I'll see what you think about this, and that is, I truly believe, you know, we have local law enforcement, sheriffs, we've got FBI, we got ATF, we got DEA, we got Border Patrol, and you hear over the years of being killed because of drugs. Drugs are just rampant across America. If America didn't have the taste for drugs, we'd put those cartels out of business, you know, as far as that goes. But what I've always said is that when you see a law enforcement person killed, for all of you that do drugs, that stain is on your hands, because if you weren't bringing them over, that wouldn't happen. And I just don't get it. I don't understand it.
It's hard to understand, but practically every crime is drug related in some way. They're either on dope or they're trying to get money for it or they're selling it, but it's almost every crime, not every, but almost. Majority of the crime is drug related in some way. And I can only imagine what kind of world we would have if it was drug free.
Well,
it would be a paradise. And so will we ever get rid of them? Probably not, but we're fighting them. And this fentanyl is so deadly because such a small quantity can kill you. We didn't find fentanyl here till just a few years ago, and now it's becoming more prevalent. and most of it is coming up through our open border.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's the sad part. That didn't have to happen. You know, they opened the border up, and here it comes. And so, but hopefully that border is going to be shut down real soon.
We'll find out real soon. Big day is Monday, the inauguration of President Trump, and hopefully we'll see some changes.
Yeah, we really need some changes. Absolutely.
Well, okay, let's kind of change and tell us another story. The one you were sharing about kicking the door down. We were talking about that.
Oh,
you got a powerful leg there, Sheriff.
Well, much younger. Yeah, I was pretty good at, everybody was kicking doors in. Waco police, marshals, sheriffs. You just breached the door best way you could. So Robert Blossman, again, one of my partners, Secret Service agent, we went out to arrest this guy. Well, he had a screen door. His main door was open. Screen door was latched. So we couldn't get him to come to the door, and he was cussing us out.
And he thought the screen door was going to stop it.
Yeah. So anyway, I backed up. I said, let me at it. So I reared back, and I kicked that screen door. And this is embarrassing because I missed the door facing, and my foot went through the screen part. I got stuck in the screen door. And so then Blossman says, hey, you missed it. You need to kick over here. And so I said, I know how to kick a door. I know where it is. And he said, well, you didn't do it. I said, anyway, that was a very embarrassing moment. So he made a lot of hay out of that. And he was telling everybody, man, you ought to see McNamara kick a screen door. I said, it's a real trip. And just thank goodness there wasn't any video of that.
Oh, I was going to say, it would be all over.
Oh, yeah, it'd be over. So.
All right, here's the time of the morning. We like to have a bad joke, and I like to have somebody that's with me to tell the joke. Are you a joke teller, as in general? Do you like to tell jokes?
I tell a few, yeah, but most of them I can't tell in public. You know,
I like
it's got to be in private.
All right, we've got one that was, I think Mike, our producer upstairs, came up with this joke. So let her rip here, Sheriff.
All right. The question is, what do lawyers wear to court?
What?
Lawsuits. Yeah,
lawsuits. Right. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Sheriff, any parting words, last comments before we head out that you'd like to discuss or talk?
Just that we're looking forward to another 4 years. I appreciate the citizens for rehiring me. That's the way I look at it. Y'all hire the sheriff and the whole sheriff's office. So we're going to be doing everything we can out there on the front line to protect and serve y'all, keep you as safe as we possibly can. We're going to be assisting the federal agencies in securing the border. We've already had our helicopter down there on the border twice, assisting the sheriffs and border patrol and so forth.
And that's so important because of I-35.
Absolutely. There's so much traffic, people being trafficked, slaves coming up, drugs, all kind of criminal activity coming right up that I-35 corridor, which comes right through McLennan County. So if we can help stop it on the border, we're way ahead of the game. And so we'll be working hard. We're part of the Operation Lone Star Task Force. We're head of McLennan County's head of the Central Texas Division, which backs up the governor's Operation Lone Star. So we've got 5 of the counties with McLennan County that are working together to assist in that effort. So we're going to continue our law enforcement effort for our good citizens. We appreciate our citizens. We appreciate the support they give us. We could not do the job we do without the support of our good citizens.
Absolutely. It's a partnership.
Absolutely. We appreciate them. And that's not the way it is up north, unfortunately.
That's right. Well, Sheriff, thank you again so much for being on the show and telling us the funny stories as well as the important stories. And you do a great job, and keep it up, my friend, and we'll get you back on. Next time you come in, though, we'll devote the whole hour talking about your friend David Willey.
Oh, my. You're going to need more than an hour for me to talk about David Willey.
All right, Sheriff. Thank you again, buddy. Have a great
Zack,
day.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Great. Thank you so much.
And he's going to give me a free get-out-of-jail card before he leaves. All right,
He's
we're-
already worn one out.
Well,
You worn out.
it's like a cat, you know. I got 9 lives.
Yeah.
All right, we got live music coming up in just a bit. We're going to take a break, play a music video, and then back live at the Texas Music Cafe.
Are you ready to take control of your health? At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. Say goodbye to long waits and office visits. Check your health on your own terms with 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today and free yourself from traditional medicine. That's the number 4uhealth.com. Get ready for epic savings at Best Buy. Right now, you can save up to $700 on select Alienware and Dell gaming products. Perfect for leveling up your gaming experience. Plus, grab the latest Android Google Pixel at an unbeatable price. Don't miss these incredible deals. Shop now at bestbuy.com and upgrade your tech today. At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Our research-backed bioavailable formulas are crafted with your health in mind, ensuring the highest quality and safety. From preconception to pregnancy and beyond, we exceed industry standards with independent testing for harmful contaminants. With our comprehensive practitioner directory, personalized care is always within reach. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com. Experience the perfect blend of exquisite craftsmanship and life-changing technology with Gevi. Every product is built with precision, featuring specialized parts that ensure durability, efficiency, and safety. We put every machine through 6,000 rigorous tests to guarantee long-lasting performance. With cutting-edge technology and a commitment to energy efficiency, Gevi makes your life easier, greener, and more convenient. Upgrade your everyday with Gevi. Visit us at gevi.com to discover more. That's gevi.com.
911, what's your emergency?
My name's Isabella Bosco. There's a man in my house. He's dead. My husband's not home. I don't know where he is.
I'm going to have you walk me through today.
I want to know why that man was in my house.
Would you say your husband was honest with you?
Of course.
Did something happen to Dad?
We have to leave.
Mom, stop the car!
Hey, are you hurt?
Mom, is that a cop?
Did I see your truck had Alaska plates? This here's Isabel and her kid Kaya. They got caught in the storm.
We can be out of your hair as soon as the sun comes up.
She's hiding something, Mom.
I didn't catch your last name.
Why is she staring at us like that?
Having some car troubles?
Can you take a step back, please?
Something's wrong with these people. They're gonna hit us!
Kaya, get down!
Are you going to shoot them?
Get behind me. You are not getting my daughter. You'll have to go through me. Run, Kaya!
We haven't been looking for you. Wake up.
Hellhound Country, available anywhere you get your podcasts. Protect your online privacy with NordVPN. Browse securely, access content from anywhere, and keep your data safe with military-grade encryption. Whether at home or on the go, NordVPN ensures your digital freedom. Stay secure. Download NordVPN today at nordvpn.com. That's NORDVPN.com.
Visit TexasMusicCafe.com for more music, to learn more about this show, and to view the calendar of upcoming live shows online and at Texas Music Cafe.
to the Mississippi. We'll take a boat to the land of dreams. We're steaming down the river down to New Orleans. Oh, the bands are gonna meet us. All our old friends to greet us. So down where the dark and the light folks meet. Heaven on earth, they call it Basin Street. Oh, Basin Street is the street where all the dark and light folks meet. Down in New Orleans, the land of dreams. You'll never know how nice it seems and just how much it really means. I'm so glad to be your serene, the welcome free.
Back live, Texas Music Cafe. Trying to figure out, I love that music. Trying to figure out, it's a little bit blues, a little bit New Orleans, a little bit Western swing. Crazy song, but sounds good right there. Here we are, Texas Music Cafe, downtown 6th Street. Thanks to the Brew right down the road who does our coffee here, 6th and Franklin, where they're located. Thank you so much. Hey, I want to give kind of a heads up of who we have on next week so you can jot it down. My good friend Kenny Duron from Cottonwood Creek Golf Course. They're looking at a big expansion redo of Cottonwood. We'll talk about that. We've got Jim Alvarado, my buddy, who's going to be here. He's got a new podcast that's going to be starting up. David Willey from CTWP. I just talked to Sheriff about David. He's going to be on the show. Also, Andrew Gomez, who has a great podcast. My friend, the mayor of Waco, Jim Holmes, going to be on. Music-wise, we got Jessica Lewis, Brian Brown, and Sloppy Joe going to be on. Michael Saldana, Sol Ross, and more. That's all coming up next week on the Zack Owen Show. Lark Song is my guest this hour. Lark, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good to see you. Are you ready for this cold weather coming your way Saturday?
Oh, I'm excited for it. I love the cold.
Where are you from originally?
Born and raised Waco, Texas.
Yes. Where'd you go to school?
Midway.
Oh, okay. So you're a Panther.
Yes, sir.
How long you been interested in music?
I think since my junior year, so 2017
Right.
is when I decided I wanted to do music.
Now, did you start out as when you were interested singing, or did you take up playing first, or songwriting, or what? How did kind of the order?
Well, I took up singing and playing at the same time. I wanted to impress a girl, like it always goes. Didn't work out.
Yeah.
Broke my heart, kept going with it.
Yeah.
And then I started writing shortly after that.
So you write breakup songs like Taylor Swift.
A little deeper than Taylor
A
Swift.
little
I think.
deeper. I love it. Well, we'd love for you to do a song for us right now.
Yeah, for sure. This is one I'm working on from for an EP I'm going to put out here soon. It's called Fences.
All right.
Well, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence again. I don't know who I am, who I'm meant to be. I don't know what to do, just what path to choose. This might be my end. Glued to this fence again. I'm indecisive, never been one to draw the line. Well, it's been my vice grip, seems like damn near all my life. So I sit atop this old chain link, and I weigh my options a little longer than I need, 'cause I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence again. I don't know who I am, who I'm meant to be. I don't know what to do, just tell me which path to choose. This can't be my end. Glued to the fence again. I don't pick my battles, fear I'll start a war. Still I end up in shambles. What am I even fighting for? When you told me to grow more of a backbone, it was more than sticks and stones. 'Cause I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence again. I don't know who I am, who I'm meant to be. Don't know what to do, just what path to choose. Guess this is my end. Glued to this fence again. Thank you.
Fine job. Very nice. Very nice. Who are some of the growing up and still to this day, some of the musicians that you like to listen to, or that you say, man, that's great?
Growing up, I was raised heavily in the church. So I listened to a lot of, what was their name? Switchfoot, 1,000-Foot Crutch, a lot of like Christian rock.
Right.
Little did I know my dad was also playing James Taylor in the car, and that influenced me quite a bit. Love James Taylor.
I was just telling my girlfriend Andrea the other day that I love James Taylor, and there was at the same time Carole King was a big part back in those days. I love their music.
Definitely. Nowadays, I've kind of switched gears. I recently saw a band in a concert called their name is Medium Build. And their writing just resonates with me so much, and they're one of my biggest influences.
Do you know where they're out of?
Alaska.
No.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
They're a great group.
That's a long way to travel for a gig, right?
It really is. Well, they're playing ACL, so I mean it's kind of worth it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to switch over just a bit. We'll come back and do another song with Lark here, but I'm going to read off some birthdays and see if you remember these people. Lark, you're a young guy. I got Sheriff McNamara watching over here in the audience. But born on this date in 1706, the great Benjamin Franklin, one of our forefathers, was born. 1922, Betty White, who passed away. Didn't she just pass away here a while back?
Yeah.
Great actress. 1928, Vidal Sassoon. You remember the hair product guy? Designer. 1931, James Earl Jones was born.
Ooh.
Incredible voice. 1942, the legend Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay, was born. 1955, Steve Earle, kind of pop, country, bluesy. I think the name of his band was the Dukes, Steve Earle and the Dukes, I think, back in the day. He had a popular song that we played on the radio, Guitar Town, was a big one back then. 1962, the funny guy, Jim Carrey, was born. 1964, Michelle Obama was born. Kid Rock was born in 1971, and I just saw a story that he's about to launch a big tour, Kid Rock. My buddy, Randy Crook from over at the Salty Dog, sent me a picture yesterday, and he was at Kid Rock's bar in Nashville. So maybe they had a big party there. 1982, Dwayne Wade was born, and 1997, Jake Paul was born. Local birthdays. I want to say happy birthday to Melissa, I believe it's pronounced Hawn. Kat Townsend is having a birthday. Riley Land, Megan Kett, J.W. Guest is turning 76. Deidre, let me see, Blankenship is 47. Happy birthday goes out to Brian. Let's see how I wrote this down. Oh, Johnson is 47. Happy birthday goes out to Carrie Thomas, 57. Buster Caranelval. Anyway, Buster's turning 23. Ashley Crawford is 36. Matt Chartier is 36. And a buddy of mine that actually influenced me to get in radio many years ago, he was a DJ at a radio station called KJIM, KJIM in Fort Worth, little AM station. Now he's into movie producing out in Hollywood. His name is Brad Wilson. Happy birthday goes out to Brad today. Lark, when's your birthday, buddy?
October 22nd.
Wow. You were close to that Halloween.
Very close.
I think one of my marriages was in October. It seemed like Halloween. I'm just saying. Anyway, as I look back. How would you like to do another song for us?
I would love to.
All right.
So this one's going to be on the same EP. Just wrote it. Just finished it yesterday, actually. It's called Dive In. Where the smoke burns through my lungs, and my mind starts to wander as I stand in the corner, and I'm trying to remember why I'm still here. So I'll have one too many, and I swallow more than my pride, so I can dive. Oh, I dive in. Yeah, I dive in while I still can. Well, they say I got issues, but I just tune them out so I can keep up this ruse. And my soul ain't filled up with doubt, and I'm still stout. Yeah, I'll dive in. Oh, I'll dive in. Learn how to swim. Well, this mask is paper thin. The fear I feel is creeping. But I'll ask your name, drown out the shade. Smile and wave as you walk away. Well, that's a win. Oh, I'll dive in. I'm gonna dive in. Oh, I'll dive.
Nice. I got to tell you this, and I'm not just saying this because you're here and sitting here. Is you've got a great voice.
Thank you.
You really do.
I appreciate it.
And also, I really like that guitar.
Thank you. Just got it.
Did you really?
Yes, sir.
Very, very nice. I like that guitar. Lark Song is our musical guest. We'll get Lark to play some more music coming up. We got to take a break, and we'll be right back live from the Texas Music Cafe, Zack Owen Show. Welcome to Friday.
Protect your car with 3W Liners all-weather floor mats. Made from durable materials like TPE and rubber, our mats are designed to withstand rain, snow, and mud with deep grooves to trap dirt and liquids. For a custom fit and advanced protection, visit 3W Liners. That's the number 3, WLINERS.com today. At 25 Home, our ultimate goal is to provide you with a transformative experience, making each day feel like it has an extra hour. We believe your home is more than just a space, it's a sanctuary where comfort, relaxation, and happiness thrive. Discover the difference at 25 Home today. Shop now at 25home.com.
I need to get real excited.
Sure.
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Sheridan Vasquez, and this is Sheridan Soundcheck Sessions. And I will be interviewing some of your favorite musicians and maybe some you've never heard before. Join me on Sheridan Soundcheck Sessions for something new every time. You can find Sheridan Soundcheck Sessions anywhere you get your podcasts or at roguemediamusic.com. Yeehaw. And keep the music playing.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
Get paid faster with Bill, the easiest way to send, receive, and manage your payments. No more delays, no more hassle. Whether you're a freelancer or a business, Bill makes payments seamless and secure, simple, fast, and reliable. Sign up today at Bill.com. Want to turn your passion into profit? With Blogify, creating a blog has never been easier. Build, customize, and grow your site with powerful tools designed for beginners and pros alike. Start sharing your story today and watch your audience grow with Blogify. Visit blogify.ai today for a free 3-day trial. That's Blogify, Blogify.ai today. Overwhelmed by your inbox? Clean Email is here to help. Organize, clean, and manage your emails with powerful automation tools. Say goodbye to spam and clutter and enjoy a stress-free inbox. Try Clean Email today at cleanemail.com. That's CLEAN email.com. Stay connected no matter where you are with eSIMX. Say goodbye to expensive roaming charges and physical SIM cards. With access to over 200 global carriers, we make mobile connectivity seamless and affordable for travelers worldwide. Join the future of communication today at esimx.com. That's ESIMX.com.
Farmhounds offers natural treats and chews made with quality products that support family farms, regenerative agriculture, and humane farming practices. Give your dog the best with wholesome, organic ingredients that promote health and happiness. Shop now at farmhounds.com.
Easy Sun has been living fearlessly under the sun since 2016. Born from sailors' need for convenient sun protection, our mineral sunscreen is crafted with natural ingredients offering broad spectrum protection against UVA and UVB rays. Safe for your skin and the environment, stay protected on the go with Easy Sun, your ultimate sun care solution. Visit EasySun.com today. That's EEZYSUN.com.
Visit TexasMusicCafe.com for more music, to learn more about this show, and to view the calendar of upcoming live shows online and at Texas Music Cafe.
Visit RogueMediaMusic.com for more music.
Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, tell your friends about it. If they can't catch it live, you can go back anytime, any day, and reload, see all the shows from last week, this week. We got some great musicians, some funny stories, and we'd love for you to tune in each and every morning or anytime. Here is, Lark, here's some country music history.
All right.
1945, way before me and you, Red Foley became the first country performer to record in Nashville. He was the first to do it, Red Foley. 1981, Eddie Rabbitt had the #1 song with I Love a Rainy Night. I love a rainy night. And I got to tell you a quick story that I know about that. First of all, Eddie Rabbitt is probably one of the only country singers to come out of New York. He was a true Yankee, but incredible country music singer. And I've always been told the story that Eddie Rabbitt was in a limo. The limo had come to pick him up to go to the recording studio to do his album. He needed one more song to complete the album. He had nothing. He's sitting in the limo. It's raining outside, and he's driving, and he goes, wind slapping on the rain. I love a rain. And that's how it was created.
Wow.
Just driving along.
It's crazy how songs come
How does that happen? I can't imagine windshield wipers slapping on the deal. But anyway, Eddie Rabbitt, 1986, Reba McEntire became a member of the Grand Ole Opry. And in 2000, Garth Brooks was named Artist of the Decade. Wow, that's pretty big. You know, 90s music was big, 90s country music. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a shout out here to my friends over at The Bull. The Bull is a fairly new radio station in Waco. It's 107.9 FM. It's called The Bull, and they mainly play 90s country over there. So if you like that. Also, my friend over at Shooter, Crowman, and Nikki, if you like Texas music and what they call red dirt music, over at Shooter FM, they do that. And then they also have 99.3 over there, my friend Gary Moss has, and it's a classic country. You'll hear stuff from the 60s and 70s and some 90s too. So 3 radio stations to check out. Shooter, my friends over at 99.3, and over at The Bull. Check them out. Lark, you want to do another song for us, buddy?
Gladly.
Lark song.
This is a song I wrote for my friends because I have the best friends in the world, and this will also be on the EP. It's called Pull Away. I never thought I'd live to see 30 till I ran into you. Spend my days all alone and my nights full of hope that I'd know someone who pulls me in, calls my name, holds me close so I can pull bridge I crossed so I couldn't admit fault. Nail by nail and board by board, you wouldn't let our bridge fall. You pulled me in, you called my name, you held me close so I couldn't go away. Pulled me in, you called my name, you held me close so I couldn't pull away.
Now, you're talking about you're going to be. Have you already recorded the songs for the EP?
I haven't recorded them just yet. I just finished writing them all. So,
oh wow,
I'll be recording those here soon.
And about how many you think will be there?
Those 3. That's the EP.
Right. And you have a projected time or date or anything for the release?
I'd like to get them out before April.
Yeah, that'd be great. Well, you know what would be great is maybe have a release party right here at the Texas Music Cafe. Invite all your friends.
I'd love to.
And family, and come back and maybe we could shoot that, record that for you. Have you been to Texas Music Cafe before?
I have. So I played a few of their songwriter nights, and then I played on one. I opened up for I can't remember who I opened up for. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Opened up for somebody here on the stage.
Yeah,
I love playing here.
And I love it because it's the acoustics and the size, very intimate, and I just love this place. Didn't even know it was here until my first time to come do the show or to visit about the show. But if you, Central Texas, if you have not been to the Texas Music Cafe, check out the website and plan on coming. If you're a songwriter, every Thursday, they had a big crowd last night. Every Thursday, they do a songwriter night, and then they have different bands pass through. Terry, I don't think there's anything this weekend, right? Okay. All right. Back next Thursday with the Songwriters Night, but nothing this weekend. All right, Lark, what you to do? Can you do one more song before you head out of here?
I can. I can do an older one.
I would love for you to do an older one.
Do one I wrote with a friend of mine.
Do you play any gigs around or?
I used to play. So I used to play country music.
Right.
And so I used to play a lot. I played a few at the Will.
Oh yeah, that's a great place.
It is. I love the Will. But I've taken a break because I'm kind of rebranding my style.
Right.
I'll be picking them up here again soon.
Okay. So you've gone from playing the only two kinds of music in the world, country and Western, to a new direction.
Yes.
Somebody told me one time if you cross country and rap, you have crap.
Exactly. I 100% agree.
Which is pretty much kind of today's country on the radio is pop rap music.
Yes.
All right, do us an older song that you like.
All right. I wrote this one with a friend of mine. Her name's Morgan Lee Powers. I went to school with her. It's called Johnny and June. I used to think you were midsummer rose until you started showing your thorns. Asked for your hand with a ring made of fire. I didn't think I'd get burned. I never should have went down to Jackson. We got married in a fever under a sky so blue. I guess you were lying when you promised you'd always stay true. But I know that I'm not perfect. Darling, neither are you. I know that I'm not Johnny, but you ain't June. Don't get me wrong, I ain't no Prince Charming. Darling, at least I tried. Everyone told me that I should know better, but I couldn't swallow my pride. I wish you told me before I went to Jackson. We got married in a fever under skies so blue. I guess you were lying when you promised you'd always stay true. I know that I'm not perfect, darling, neither are you. I know that I'm not Johnny, but you ain't June. I know I'm a big talking man. Maybe it's time I turn loose my coat. Give me the ring back, put on your hand. 'Cause goodbye is all that she wrote. We got married in a fever under a sky so blue. I guess you were lying when you promised you'd always stay true. I know that I'm not perfect, but darling, neither are you. I know that I'm not Johnny, but you ain't June. I know that I'm not Johnny, but you ain't June.
Nice. Very good.
Thank you.
Hey, are you on social media any ways people can find out about you? Or
I am. I'm on Instagram. It's larksongmusic_. I'm also on TikTok, if we still have that by the end of this week.
Yeah, what do you think's going to happen?
I don't know. I've been seeing they're trying to push it back. I've been seeing that it's going away. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm okay if it goes.
Yeah. You know, I like watching. I have my favorites. Like, you know, it's amazing how they know you. If you watch a picture of somebody falling out the window, then you start getting all these out of falling out the window, and they kind of tailor it. My girlfriend likes different things about decorating houses or cooking stuff, but I kind of like TikTok, and I hope it stays. But if it goes away, like you said, you know, it's one of those things.
Right.
And there's some musicians on there, and if TikTok leaves, something's going to take its place.
100%.
You know that. You know, but what's the deadline? Sunday?
Sunday is supposed to be the day that they're shutting her down.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens on that right there. But YouTube is the big one for us. You can catch all the classic videos from Texas Music Cafe. You can get information about Rogue Media. Hey, Lark, thank you so much, buddy, for taking the time this morning to come by and visit with us. And you're welcome to come back anytime you want to come. And like I said, when you get ready to release that, let us know, okay?
Definitely.
I love it. Lark
Thanks for having
Song,
me.
my friends, this morning. Our musical guest. We're going to take a short break, come right back. We'll talk more about what's going on around Waco and around Central Texas right here on the Zack Owen Show.
Transform your workspace with Hanomi Ergonomics. From adjustable chairs to standing desks, we provide solutions for comfort and productivity, whether at home or in the office. Improve your posture, reduce strain, and work smarter. Visit us at hanomi.co today. That's HINOMI.co today. Unlock a world of convenience with Mully Box, your one-stop solution for personalized subscription boxes delivered right to your door. Each box is tailored to your tastes. Experience the joy of surprises. Subscribe today at mullybox.com. That's MULLYBOX.com. Unlock your full potential with On It, your go-to for premium supplements, fitness gear, and wellness essentials. Whether you're training hard, recovering faster, or just looking to feel your best, On It has the tools you need to perform at your peak. Visit Onnit, that's ONNIT.com, and elevate your mind, body, and spirit today. At Rolls Rolla, we don't just sell wallpaper, we create cohesive, cozy spaces. Our deep understanding of design means every pattern, color, and texture is carefully chosen to complement your home. Plus, we use advanced technology and water-based inks for vibrant, eco-friendly prints, ensuring a healthier environment. Visit rollsrolla.com to transform your space today. That's ROLLSROLLA.com today. At Toussaint's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Committed to excellence, we adopt a user-centric approach guided by ergonomics and medical science. With a team of seasoned professionals in R&D, design, and manufacturing, we prioritize quality across our entire product line. Visit Toussaint's.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness, brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com. Ready to bring your vision to life? At Small Rig, every idea, design, and product is inspired by you, the creator. With our industry-first under co-design mode and the Dream Rig free customization project, we unite with global creators to turn big dreams into reality. Whether it's a cage rig or mount, Small Rig's versatile gear is built to elevate your craft. Small Rig, where your creativity meets our innovation. Go to smallrig.com.
Calling all Marvel fans, get Marvel Unlimited and unlock over 30,000 comics featuring your favorite heroes and iconic stories, all available to read anytime, anywhere. Whether you're into classic tales or the latest adventures, there's something for everyone. Don't miss out. Head to marvel.com/unlimited today and start your Marvel journey now. At Angel Bliss, we believe every parent's journey is a beautiful adventure. Our mission is to make it joyful and stress-free with thoughtful, safe, and innovative products. Born from a love for family, we promise peace of mind for parents and comfort for babies. From playtime to bedtime, every Angel Bliss product is designed with care, reliability, and a style to nurture the special bond between parent and child. Angel Bliss, creating happy memories, one baby at a time. Visit us at angelbliss.us. Angel Bliss.
Visit TexasMusicCafe.com for more music, to learn more about this show, and to view the calendar of upcoming live shows online and at Texas Music Cafe.
Visit RogueMediaMusic.com for more music.
Back live, Texas Music Cafe, 6th Street, downtown Waco. We do our show Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 o'clock. And after my show, our friend Pete Sousa has a sports show. Pete has been kind of MIA for the last, I don't know what, several days. Pete, where you been, buddy?
Hey, what's happening, Zach? I was traveling doing some college basketball for ESPN. And I was in Arizona for a couple days, and so I did the show remote, but I just got back yesterday morning.
And how was the trip? Everything go smooth? Everything goes smooth? How was the trip?
The trip was great. Arizona's great. You know, the thing about Arizona, and you'll appreciate this, you walk into the hotel and there's an American flag bedspread. I was like, all right, let's go. Really, you don't see that too many places. I was like, okay, very patriotic there, which was pretty cool.
Did you get a picture laying out on it like that?
No, but I made a point to, Pat Tillman, the guy who played at Arizona State.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then, paid the ultimate price, for our country. There's a statue of him outside of Sun Devil Stadium there. So I went there to check that out. It was kind of cool to be around that whole aura.
Oh yeah. Well, a lot of sports have been happening this week, with the firing at the Cowboys and, Sanders' name coming up and some other big names coming up. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's going to be so interesting. When you think about Mike McCarthy being gone, I feel like the only adult left in the room is now gone. Whether he was a good coach or not, it's that you could debate that, but I feel like it's a little loosey-goosey now as far as I believe almost anything I hear. Like when we were younger, if you heard anything about Mike Tyson, you probably would believe it because he was so kind of out there and in that zone. Jerry Jones is in the same spot. Like you could tell me anything about Jerry Jones and I would probably believe it, So that's where I think we are in this whole situation. You don't know what's around the next corner.
So what do you think about the comment made by Troy Aikman that the luster of being the head coach for the Cowboys isn't what it used to be?
I don't believe that. I think that it's almost personal with Troy because he loves the Cowboys so much. So it's almost harder for him to have a clear perspective. I think he's so disappointed with what's going on. I still think that is one of the most illustrious jobs in all of sports. I don't care what anybody says. If you're the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, you have a chance to do something real special.
Yeah, I would guess. Now, I haven't ever been to any other facilities, but I'm going to guess the Cowboys facilities and just all around organization is the top O-line.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're exactly right. There's no better place for free agents and for coaches, you mentioned, as far as the facilities and the amenities. You got to figure out a way to handle a hands-on owner. And, if you can figure out a way to do that, that's a huge check that you can move forward. Mike McCarthy had 3 years with 12 straight wins. And exactly this time last year, everybody was talking about the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. We're not that far removed from a successful team. We're just not.
So what do you think about the playoffs this weekend? Who's the winners? Who's the losers?
I think the Chiefs winners, Eagles winner. I think the Eagles are in good shape because they're playing in Philadelphia on Sunday. They're playing the Rams from Los Angeles, and it's supposed to snow. So that's good. That's very good news for the Eagles. But I think big winners out of the weekend. I think the Chiefs and the Eagles are two teams to really keep your eye on.
Sounds great. Pete, glad to have you back, and we'll watch the show coming up.
All right. Thanks, Zach.
Bye-bye. Pete Sousa, great guy, great sports guy. His show is coming up in just a bit. Hey, I wanted to talk to you about the Waco Block Party. I know it's a little ways off. It's February 28th through March 2nd. It's going to be here in downtown Waco. The Block Party will be set up. They're going to close the streets down by Southern Roots Brewing Company, which is 219 North 8th Street. So just a couple of blocks away from where we are now. You want to get your pre-party tickets, your block party beer band, go to Waco Block Party, and you'll get all the information there. That's coming up February 28th through March 2nd. 3 days of all types of music. Going to be a fun time. Our show has been on now for 2 weeks, and we hope you enjoy it. We hope to bring on more and more musicians, new musicians, established ones. I talked to Wade Bowen just the other day. We're going to have Wade on. Aaron Watson's going to be on. And a lot of new guys are going to be coming on. My good buddy Brian from Sloppy Joe is going to be on next week. So we're going to have lots of music. That's what this is about. It's about local information, local people, music. If you would like to advertise on our show, we would love to have you be part of our show as a sponsor, as a commercial advertiser. We'd like for you to get involved and talk about your business. The great thing is this. Not only are we live, but you can come back anytime. So your ad will be around for a long time at Rogue Media is where you need to call. Rogue Media. Talk to Scotty. You can talk to Mike, Corey, anyone with Rogue Media, and they'll get you hooked up as an advertiser here on the Zack Owen Show. Going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. Going to talk to you about the Zack and Jim trip number 45. Time is running out. That's up next. See you in a minute.
Well, I'm going out on the highway and listen to them big trucks whine. I'm going out on some highway and listen to them big trucks whine. Well, now that wide free trucking song here. Well, I don't know how long this place has been open, but congratulations on the new Texas Music Cafe. It's a very nice place. Yeah, you got a nice place for the musicians in the back. They gave us tacos tonight. They fixed our microphone in the middle of the show. Anyway, thank you guys for having us one more time. We love you guys. We hope to come back. Maybe we'll come back next year. Well, I'm going down on the highway and listen to them big trucks whine. I'm going down on some highway and listen to them big trucks whine. Well, now that white freight liner's gonna ease my worried mind. Well, now that white freight liner's gonna ease my worried mind. Well, now that white freight liner's gonna ease my worried mind. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming down to this place and seeing us. Mark Riddell, Eric Tucker.
Woo! That was Jesse Dayton from Beaumont. That was a great show here at the Texas Music Cafe. Man, he is just kind of rocking it out. Terry was telling me that he was kind of protege or part of Waylon Jennings, right? 15 years old. Wow. Great. I love the lime green drums. That's what I love about that. Jesse Dayton. Hey, coming up real soon, and before I talk to you about the Trip 45, I talk about over the years of my career, 47 years in radio, cut short by corporate America. Had a chance to travel all over with the Zack and Jim Travel Club and with the radio station. 2 trips to Iraq, 2 trips to Afghanistan, a trip to the Republic of South Korea. We did our show many times down at Fort Hood, but I'd love to have somebody from the military on and kind of throw back some memories. I'm going to look up some of my friends that have been a part of our tour, the history of our relationship with the military. We'll have them on. I've got so many great stories about our trips over there. So stick around for that. Travel Club. One of our trips on the Travel Club, and not a lot of people went because it was a little pricey, but also it was very unique. And that was a trip to California to the Playboy Mansion. Jim and I hosted, my friend Rodney Carrington, who we had on the other day, the comedian. We were going out there for a big party, And also we went to the NASCAR race. So it was a weekend of fun and all that. And a few people from Waco went with us, a bunch of guys. Anyway, I found this picture, and Mike is going to throw it up there right now. There it is. That is Jim, me, Jim, and a couple of the Playboy bunnies in the backyard at the Playboy Mansion. I look quite a bit different. Very much. It wasn't long after that I actually said, why am I hanging on to this hair on the side and in the back? I'm going to cut it all off. So I did. I zipped it all off right before I went to a trip in Hawaii. And I told at the time my wife, Tracy, I said, man, I'm gonna grow a goatee. I'm gonna shave my head. And so I did it. Went to Hawaii, got a tan, and I've been this way ever since. But look at that. Look at Jim. Wow. Anyway, backyard of the Playboy Mansion, the grotto, everything is like there were peacocks walking around and flamingos walking around. And Hugh Hefner came out in his pajamas and just had a great, great time at the Playboy Mansion and at the NASCAR race as well. But if you'd like to go on one of our trips, we've been all over the world, man, from Barbados to Alaska to Hawaii to Europe. Just recently went to Switzerland and Austria and Germany for Oktoberfest. Our next trip is coming up July 31st. I know we had a couple of couples book just yesterday. It's getting close to being sold out. We're only going to take a certain number of people to make it a manageable group. I'm going to say probably 70. 65 to 70 people is a good number, but we'd love for you to go July 31st through August 14th. It's going to be a great trip. And I like to say it's an all-inclusive bus ride up to DFW. You don't have to drive or pay to park. You're going to park right here. We're going to fly a round trip DFW. We'll have buses, transportation over there. We're going to spend a day, night in Athens, Greece, give you a chance to see that and party all night long. Hotel is included there. We'll board the beautiful Norwegian cruise line Pearl the next day. We're going to cruise around. We'll be Greece, the Greek islands, go to ports in Croatia, and we're going to wrap it up in Venice, Italy. And that's going to be all day, all night in Venice, hotel included, and then we'll fly back home. Totals of 15 days, 11 total ports. It's going to be a great, great trip. The price is incredible. All your cocktails, the drink package included, your tips included, transportation, hotel, air, Wi-Fi. It's an all-inclusive package right there. Call over to Bambi at Alan Samuel's House of Travel and say, I want to go trip number 45. Call them 776-2560. That trip coming up July the 31st. Got to wrap it up for me. Hey, have a great weekend, and I'll catch you back on a Monday morning. It's going to be really cold, a cold Monday. Have a safe weekend. Miss you, Jim. Bye-bye, everybody.
Keep the music playing.
Visit TexasMusicCafe.com for more music, to learn more about this show, and to view the calendar of upcoming live shows online and at Texas Music Cafe.
Visit RogueMediaMusic.com for more music.
Come on down to the Texas Music Cafe. Come on down to the Texas Music Cafe.